Welcome to Zoom In, Zoom Out. In this special episode from Washington, D.C., I'm your host, Nadia Tsao. US President Donald Trump has been talking about Taiwan more often during his second term, from defense, security, trade, investment to artificial intelligence. US-Taiwan relationship has never been so important. As tension in the Indo-Pacific has continued to evolve, Taiwan finds itself at the center of some of the most consequential geopolitical and economic developments. Joining us today is Taiwan's representative to the United States, Alexander Yui, to discuss how Taiwan is engaging with Washington and what we should monitor in the months coming ahead. Ambassador Yui, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Nadia, and welcome to Twin Oaks.
President Trump has accused Taiwan of stealing semiconductors from the U.S. Many people in Taiwan disagree with this claim. How has Taiwan engaged with the Trump administration on this issue? Are you comfortable with the level of support for Taiwan in Washington, D.C. right now?
The level of support from the United States, in particular Washington, D.C., is very strong. After President Trump's visit to Beijing not long ago, there were many statements coming up from the United States executive repeating that there was no change in U.S. policy towards Taiwan after the trip. And actually, there's a lot going on between the United States and Taiwan. For example, the opening of the Phoenix office is one of them, but also direct flights from D.C. to Taipei is another. Just it shows the strength of Taiwan's collaboration with the United States. Now, regarding United States currently is trying to bring back manufacturing to the United States, and semiconductors is one of them. But I want to stress that the capability of our companies in semiconductor and technology manufacturing is being the result of many decades of investment, talent forming, tech transfers from the United States and other countries into Taiwan. And our companies have become the very best of the best in the world to do that. We didn't steal from anyone. So the expansion of our manufacturing from Taiwan into the United States is an actual natural progression. So this fits United States strategic objectives of reindustrialization in the United States, but also fits our objective of expanding our manufacturing footprint beyond Taiwan.
Yeah, I think Ambassador, you just explained well, but people wonder in Taiwan, have the U.S. received the message? Can the message be delivered to the Trump administration that, this is a partnership, Taiwan is not stealing?
It is. I mean, again, for example, the recently Pax Silica the United States held in Washington, D.C. a few weeks ago, and Taiwan was invited to participate. Pax Silica has to do with the AI development. And so the importance of creating this non-red supply chain amongst, again, like-minded partners is important. And Taiwan is a critical partner in this process of the AI realm, which is, again, artificial intelligence is a new industrial revolution. It will be part of our lives, daily lives, and we want to make sure that AI is used for the good of humanity and not as a tool of repression that, for example, PRC is trying to do. So I think United States is very clear that Taiwan is a critical partner to the United States nowadays, not only in technology, in semiconductors, but also in many other fields.
So what can Taiwan contribute and benefit from this initiative? Because we're not a member, but we're invited.
Well, we participate. Again, Taiwan's situation in the international situation is something that we all know we've been isolated for many years for reasons we all know. The PRC's continued attempt to isolate the Republic of China, Taiwan's position in the world. But we've come a long way, and more so, Taiwan is being recognized as a critical and important partner in the world. So Pax Silica is one of them. We could have been very well being not invited to participate in Pax Silica, but under the circumstances of this international situation that Taiwan is situated in, we are making our presence very well known in not only the United States but also around the world.
Some senior U.S. officials hope Taiwan would pass a special defense budget worth about $40 billion. Instead, Taiwan's legislature just approved a much smaller package. How has that decision been viewed in Washington? Could it have any impact on any future U.S. arms sales to Taiwan?
When Speaker Han Kuo-yu and when he led a cross-party delegation for legislators to the United States not long ago, all legislators from the three parties were supportive of increased defense spending. They each had different views on how the budget should be composed, but the fact that they all supported a stronger defense is encouraging, a message to the United States and all friends around the world. So now the government has proposed an additional amount of budget to supplement the part that was lacking, and is being deliberated in Congress.
And the missing part of the previous package focused on drone development,
yes,
right? And now the ruling party and the opposition party put out their own version of the budget. So how serious do you think U.S. is when they talk about developing a non-red supply chain on drone? How serious U.S. government is?
In Taiwan, we've been insisting on non-red almost everything. Many partners, including the United States, have come to realize the importance of maintaining a non-red supply chain. Or put it this way, the importance of working with trusted partners in the supply chain, not only in UAV, but also semiconductors, in anything. So in Taiwan, we're working hard on the UAV development based on what's happening in other parts of the world, such as Ukraine. The supplemental budget that the government is proposing now, right now, and also encouraging to see that all the political parties are also proposing their own version. So hopefully a concerted package will come out of the legislature as soon as possible, so we can devote that on the development of domestic UAV manufacturing, but as well as the co-production, co-development of UAVs with the United States.
Another arms sales package to Taiwan has been up in the air because President Trump's summit meeting with President Xi. People are expecting there will be announcement after his return from China. It hasn't happened yet. So have you got any message from the U.S. government official about this package?
Well, I mean, we talk constantly with U.S. authorities on many things, including security and military aspects. So on this current arms sales proposal, we will respect the United States' decision on when to make the announcements. But facing the threats that Taiwan is receiving from the People's Republic of China constantly, actually it's a growing aggression that we're receiving. We made it very well known to United States authorities that we do need to increase our procurement in military arms to modernize, to be better equipped, have better interoperability with our friends in the neighborhood.
President Trump also said that he would be reluctant to send American troops 9,500 miles to fight a war in the Taiwan Strait. How should the people in Taiwan or elsewhere in the region interpret those remarks? Should Taiwan worry about the warming personal relationship between President Trump and President Xi, since they may have 2 more meetings this year?
Well, how many meetings, we'll see. But I think it is a good thing between the United States and People's Republic of China to have conversations amongst themselves at that level. It's good because they're 2 big powers, and to talk to each other to prevent any misunderstandings or conflicts. But at the same time, the United States is also very well aware of the adversarial relationship that exists between the United States and People's Republic of China, but at the same time that the People's Republic of China is the source of many aggressions, not only on Taiwan, but around Southeast Asia and many other places. Again, Taiwan is not the aggressor. We want to seek peace and stability and status quo, but it is the People's Republic of China who's making all this fuss and all this aggression, not only around Taiwan, but also north and south of Taiwan, and the deployment of naval ships, Coast Guard ships all around Taiwan.
And recently, China has passed this, ethnic unity law. We saw some of the U.S. lawmakers express their concern about this in public. So, have you have any conversation or engagement with U.S. counterparts? Mm-hmm. And does the office here feel more pressure from Beijing since they want to, shrink Taiwan's international space?
This is just another example of PRC's aggression of trying to impose their will around the world. It's a domestic law, but it's a transnational repression. Not only the United States, but many countries around the world are actually not opposing or speaking against this Chinese practice of doing things. And that's something that is, people not realize that we've in Taiwan been facing this Chinese bullying for so many decades. Mm-hmm. And now they feel that, okay, this is what PRC is in nature. And so people understand now what Taiwan has been facing all this time.
So what would you describe your most accomplishment or challenge as an ambassador in the United States?
Well, first of all, the very name ambassador is a challenge because, again, we don't have diplomatic relations. I'm a representative of Taiwan to the United States. But in another interview, I mentioned that I was surprised that so many people in the United States call me ambassador because they see me as a representative of Taiwan, an official representative of Taiwan, and that's very heartwarming. I see U.S.-Taiwan relations growing, strengthening, and also going from an island in Southeast Asia, the first island chain, mm-hmm. facing this PRC's threat that needed United States support to defend ourselves against this aggression, to become more and more a partner between Taiwan and the United States.
And my last question is the position of a chair at the American Institute in Taiwan has remained vacant for more than a year. Has that affected communication or cooperation between U.S. and Taiwan? Any candidate will be announced in the near future?
We have to respect United States, their own procedures. As a matter of fact, many United States federal posts are still being, filled as we speak. But AIT is an important working partner that we have between Taiwan and the United States. And obviously, we have a very active director, Ray Green, in Taipei. He's promoting U.S. interests. In Taiwan, I'm promoting Taiwan interests in the United States, and that's a very good working relationship that we have. But again, U.S. and Taiwan, as I mentioned just now, we're growing in every aspect. Not only in technology, education, culture, you name it. Travel. So the strength of United States and Taiwan relationship will only continue to grow.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you for coming to our show.
No, thank you, Nadia, for having me on your show. Thank you very much.
This has been Zoom In, Zoom Out. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment below. Hope you enjoy the show.